Doug Sefton. I own and operate the braggcreek.ca website, the Bragg Creek Gateway to Kananaskis. I moved here in 1996 and I thought it was such a really interesting place that I wanted to know everything about it, and so I started writing and photographing, and I've been continued to do that right through to 2017 when I've rebuilt the website for the third time, and I'm going to present a series of video clips about living, working, and playing here in Bragg Creek. One of the really fascinating things I've discovered since I started on this series of videos titled The People of Bragg Creek is what a unique and diverse community it is. And I think that's a little bit of a world apart from the rest of Alberta. Most people in Bragg Creek live in the forest. We have acreages of 2 to 20 acres, and for most of us we can't even see our neighbors, but you know, that doesn't mean there isn't a sense of community to provide security and support for our lives living here at the end of civilization out here in the forest. And that's just the way we like it.
So I'm Clint Dawkin, a long-term resident of Bragg Creek, and have commuted to Calgary for a number of years, notwithstanding being a resident of Bragg Creek. And we're standing in front of the old trading post. There's now a new trading post. This building has been here for the best part of 100 years. And originally there was a significant trading program that went on with the Stoney Indians from the Morley Reserve. They barter their furs and their handicrafts for dry goods. That's been a long time tradition and has continued right up until today. We had a series of stores and post offices along White Avenue until finally there were a couple of shopping centers that were built a few years ago, and that's now the center of commerce for the hamlet.
The old community center that was built by volunteers burned in 1999. This brand new one was built in 2000 with a lot of investment from the community.
This is considered the hub of the community. A lot of activities happen here. The Community Association is based here. The Bragg Creek Performing Arts puts on concerts here. The artisans put on their annual Christmas market. There are a number of sporting activities. And generally speaking, any day or evening of the week, like this evening, there's something that's going on. Community meetings are held in the hall whenever there is a meeting scheduled by the County of Rocky View. Those meetings are held here. Various political meetings. So it's certainly well used and busy. Beside it is the community hockey rink, which gets a lot of use over the course of the winter, as well as the tennis court and the playground.
So this is the yoga studio. It's called Yoga in the Heart of Bragg Creek. It kind of represents the health and wellness interest in Bragg Creek. We've got great health and wellness services. Got a great doctor, chiropractor, massage therapist. We have a health food store, and all of that is sort of backed up by this amazing system of trails that we've got out in Kananaskis. Hundreds of kilometers of trails. The Bragg Creek Trails Association has recently upgraded the trail system building tracks with banked curves and great drainage, great signage to help you find your way around. It's an extraordinary all-season activity center. It's so popular that they're just now building a big new parking lot to replace the one that had parking for 100 cars. It's now going to be almost 500. So it's a really busy place. On the weekends, there's a constant stream of traffic that flows through here, heading out to Kananaskis for cycling and hiking, dog walking, ride your horse. You can do it all. It's a great place for outdoor adventure, and it fits nicely in with our whole health and wellness focus. So this is the Elbow River. So obviously the reason we're here, it's also just across the river there. There's Bragg Creek enters the Elbow, and they continue flowing down into the city of Calgary. They provide 40% of Calgary's water. As scenic and extraordinary as the Elbow River is, it's also dangerous. It has a tendency to flood in June when the snow melts in the mountains, and we often get rain in the month of June, and the combination of heavy rainfall and snowpack melting often means that the river floods. That's why they've got these big boulders here on the side of the shoreline. It's armoring the shore to protect it, but in 2013 that didn't actually do any good. They just all got blown away, and the road that is there wasn't there. It got wrecked, and bridges were wrecked, houses, we lost 3 restaurants. Many businesses still haven't recovered. We're doing our best, and it's looking pretty good right now, but it's been a hard road to get back on our feet after that devastating flood. So this is the Bragg Creek Shopping Center. It's the biggest of the 5 malls that we have here in the hamlet of Bragg Creek. This is Bragg Creek Foods. You can get everything you need, and some of the finer things in life as well. You've got liquor stores, and you can buy a house, you can get gifts, a meal, all kinds of everything you need for a great day out in the country. The economy here is quite variable, so businesses come and go pretty frequently. It's seasonal, so summer's crazy busy and winter's virtually dead. There are about 60 businesses here in Bragg Creek, and at least that many probably out on the acreages where people work from home doing professional services. This is the wall outside the post office in Bragg Creek. As you can see, it's an essential part of our communications loop. The Grapevine, it provides information about events and goods and services for sale.